Building a career as a student can feel really hard, but I guarantee if you use these 8 steps, you'll stand out and build a better future. So, I want you to subscribe if this helps you. Sounds fair enough? In today's video, we're going to talk about the 8 steps you need to do to build a career as a student migrant. This advice comes from my own experience. I started my journey here in Australia 8 years ago and climbed up the corporate ladder while I'm on my student visa. So step 1, planning ahead. There's an old saying, planning to fail is failing to plan. If you're going to plan anyways, might as well plan for success. Your first job here in Australia is going to be really important, especially if you're in a tight timeline. For this example, we're gonna use the life of a student migrant here in Australia, which is myself. If you're on a student visa, there's going to be work restrictions regarding your hours. You're only going to be able to work just over 20 hours a week. This is during school terms. The good news is, outside of your school terms, you have unlimited working hours. Now, this is going to be completely different for some master's student and PhD student. Once you know your work restrictions, you can move to step 2. Step 2. Pick your main job wisely. Many student immigrants take casual and part-time jobs to help with the cost of living. But we're not going to focus on that. Our main focus today is building a career to help you with your permanent residency or citizenship later. In Australia, you should check the skilled occupations list, which is the list of jobs that are in high demand here in Australia. If your current field is on the list, such as accounting, nurses, chefs, that's a huge advantage. Make sure that your studies match the career that you choose so that you can use your education and work experience to apply for residency or citizenship later. Step 3. Build your resume or CV. Every country has different styles of resume. In Australia, they don't want you to put in certain personal information such as your photos, and I've seen this once or twice, even your height. This is to avoid bias. They focus more on if the person is the right fit for the role and the company's culture. I've used the same CV template all throughout my career here in Australia, and it worked well for me. If you want a copy of it, just comment down below. I'll give you a free sample. And stay tuned and subscribe because I'm going to make a video about how to make a perfect resume in the future. Now, if you think that your name is hard to pronounce, you can put your English name on your resume. I've seen some of my student friends do it back then. If you're going to do this, you just need to be honest with your employer and show them your proper documentation after you get accepted. Then step 4 comes in. Start applying for jobs. Every country has different platforms for job hunting. Australia is also one of them. In Australia, the most popular ones are LinkedIn, Seek, Indeed, Career One, and Jora. Now, I recommend on just using 3 of these platforms so you don't get overwhelmed. Here's a fun fact for you. According to Australian Department of Education, only 78.5% of student graduates get a full-time job within 4 to 6 months after they graduate. Now, it's going to be a lot more difficult for student visas who haven't even graduated yet, which is why I use the volume method in application. Apply to every relevant job and be the first one to submit your application. Pro tip, if you find a job and a company that you really want to go and work for, you might want to have a look at who their hiring manager is and reach out to them through LinkedIn. This is a better way to cut in front of the line, and the most important thing is to get your foot on the door and just work your way up to land your dream job. Step 5. Prepare for interviews. On average, you'll get 1 out of 6 applications that you've done. Some studies says that only 2 to 3% of applicants ever get called. Why? Because one corporate job listing usually gets 250 plus applications, and the HR manager usually only has 1 to 2 weeks to shortlist the candidates. Here are 3 interview preparation rules. Number 1, research the company. Learn everything there is to know about the company so that you'll be prepared on the interview. Number 2, dress appropriately. You can never be overdressed. Bonus tip, if you're well prepared, an interview can actually turn into a conversation. I had one experience where we were talking for hours, but I was the only one who was asking questions. Then, in the end, the interviewer actually said, "Oh, I forgot to ask. By the way, where do you see yourself in 5 years?" To which I answered the question and I got the job. Step 6. Survive the probation period. Most probation periods lasts for 6 months, and by your 3rd month, you'd actually know if you're staying or not. Here's how to survive your probation period. Number 1, be prepared from day 1. I know you're going to say that the first week of any job is normally your introduction, and it's very relaxed. However, that's completely different from my experience. In my first day on a corporate job, I was just given a laptop and told about the issues of the company, and then my head of operations were so busy that he just let me be. The good thing is, I'm very prepared. I've given enough suggestions during my interview, and I just needed to execute it on the day that I was hired, which is why I'm telling you that you need to be prepared. Number 2, be ready for long hours. On my first job, my head of operations worked 12 hours to 14 hours a day. I was completely shocked. However, I need to tell him, or I need to show him in a way that I'm here and I'm committed. So during my first 3 weeks, I was working minimum of 80 hours a week. Yes, sometimes even weekends, I was doing some work. Number 3, make an impact. Offer help, be useful to everyone, and just make sure that you don't overdo it so that your coworkers won't find it annoying. Now, step 7, increase your value. Once you've passed your probation period, your focus should be on becoming more valuable for the company. Here's how. Number 1, keep learning on your free time. Improve your communication skills, which will develop your leadership skills. Number 2, create a niche in your workplace. Find a role in the company's culture and fill it. In my case, I became the fixer. If you need anything to be done, you come to me and I'll get it done for you. Number 3, understand office politics. I know that a lot of you guys out there is thinking that there shouldn't be any office politics. But the truth is, especially in a corporate structure, there's always going to be an office politics. Now, you need to use it positively to build relationships and open doors for the future. Step 8, career progression. Once you've proven yourself, talk to your manager about the next step. You might aim for management roles or to aim for more experience to meet your residency requirements. And you can also ask for company sponsorship programs if there are one. But keep in mind, if you get sponsored by a company, you'll be locked in there for a few years. Here's a fun fact. According to research, job hopping will increase your salary by 10 to 20% compared to the 3 to 5% when you stay within one. Now, that doesn't mean that loyalty is never rewarded. Some companies rewards loyalty generously. An example of this is Nvidia and Alibaba, who've created more millionaires by giving free stock options for loyal company employees. So let's do a recap. Step 1, plan ahead. Step 2, pick your main job wisely. Step 3, build your resume. Step 4, start applying for jobs. Step 5, prepare for interviews. Step 6, survive the probation period. Step 7, increase your value. And step 8, go for career progression. So how about you? You have any crazy stories as a migrant? Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And please like and subscribe so I can continue on delivering videos that are helpful for student migrants.